Hey guys, what's going on? Eddie Sue from Siege Finance back at you today. We are going to be covering a monthly budget check. I just want to say thank you to all those who have subscribed in the first month of the channel. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. So right here, we're going to start with a sample of my entire budget. So this is my 2021 second half of the budget, and I'm aiming for about $12,000 invested per year. Rent is just general expenses that I pay through my mother, so I don't usually cover those in this video. And then here is my allowable expense pie. I like to look at I like to visualize my budget as more of allowable expenses and the total expenses I should have over a year or less than. And for all those of you who are on the fence about starting a budget and expense tracking, I highly recommend that you budget and expense track as soon as possible. The earlier you do, the better developed your budgeting will be in the future, and the earlier you can reap the rewards of your discipline. Now, budgeting is like the scorecard of your cash flow. How much is spent versus how much is invested and put to work. From the book The Richest Man in Babylon, the concept was that your money is your financial army, and the capital you have invested will bring in capital gains and dividends. And he equated your capital to an army which will have generations and generations of kids that all build to your army and bring back further returns. So just a quick example, 10% on a $50,000 portfolio is only going to be $5,000. And if you have a 10% ROI over the year, that's only going to be $50,000 to $55,000 over 1 year. As opposed to if you have a $100,000 portfolio, 10% return over the year will change that portfolio from $100,000 to $110,000. So if you are able to push as hard as you can in your early years to build a portfolio, you will begin to reap the rewards at a much larger rate, and you will have a much larger financial army. So as you can see from the average Canadian family, I showed this last month, so here's just a recap. The one-person household spends about $1,500 to $1,600 on clothing. Couple without children spends about $3,000, and then couples with children spend about $5,000, $5,200, and a lone parent household with $3,000. So as you can see, the one person household is the lowest, but I feel that the lone parent household with the kids should be the lowest per person, if I'm assuming 2 kids, so that would be about $1,000 per person. And today we are going to be going over clothing and apparel tips that I feel will help you minimize your cost when it comes to buying clothes. So the most important thing you can really do for yourself is to avoid buying clothes and apparel when it's not necessary. The greatest thing to do is the follow-up thing to do is to learn the implications of opportunity cost. The money you spend now on hundreds of dollars of clothes will be worth anywhere from 20 to 40 times in 40 years, and you can do so much more with 20 to 40 times the amount that you have now. You'll be able to afford much nicer clothes if that's what you desire, much nicer equipment, technology, luxuries, anything. If you just wait it out and protect your capital as while you're still young and let that time compound, it will be worth a lot more. One costly wardrobe at a young age could be the difference between a comfortable life in the future and one where you are fighting tooth and nail just to get by. My second tip would be to analyze reviews everywhere when you are buying. So there is nothing against buying brand name clothes. I understand that it comes with a premium price, but if it is worth the premium price, don't be afraid to buy it, because buying one nice thing that you will use very often will be worth more than buying one thing that multiples of one thing that you have to replace over and over again. The costs will add up. If the higher cost is followed by much better performance and durability, it is then okay to pay that premium price, but just do so in a smaller quantity and not buy as many as you would if it were cheaper. You want to have your clothes last a long time and have yourself appreciate it. The next tip I have is to understand that sales are not always a good thing. Much like buying a stock that has taken a dip, you have to ask yourself, what is the competition price like? So what are the other brands like? What are the other items similar to this? How much do they cost? What does it bring you? What does it offer? Will it fit the rest of my portfolios? Will it fit the rest of your wardrobe? Will this piece that you're buying, will it fit the rest of your outfits? And then will it perform well? So will it last you a long time? And in terms of sports, will it help you play better? Will it make you feel better when you are playing or when you're training? Anything like that. And oftentimes someone will fall for a sale. I myself am included. It's tough. It's tough to beat that sales, but just try your best. My last tip for buying new clothes may not make you feel better about yourself. I believe that regular sleep, exercise, and nutrition may help you feel healthier, more energetic, and more confident when it comes to your overall quality of life. It may not be the new clothes. It may be a different underlying problem that you're upset with your clothes and you choose to buy more. So some ideal choices for me, this is what I would normally buy. And so for shoes, I usually only ever buy Nike and Converse. I understand that Nike comes at a premium and Converse, they do come at a cheaper price if you are able to get a discount. But I pay the extra money for the Nike because I feel the most comfortable with those shoes when I'm training or just walking around or just using it in everyday life. And I've had shoes that last me over 2 to 3 years, and they're just they handle well over the years. And if you are able to have your shoes last a long time, you will save a lot of money. Shoes can be one of the most costly items on a clothing budget. And then some clothes that I like to buy include Blue Notes, Winners, and Old Navy. I know that I don't often pick the fancier looking clothes. I just feel like it doesn't suit me. I don't want that, and I want to save my money. I'm going to go with the more casual options that come at a lower price. And then my wardrobe consists about 2 to 3 jackets that I've gotten over the years, and I believe I have about 16 tops, so that includes shirts and sweaters. And then I'm not too sure how many bottoms I have, but this might be closer to the what I would recommend, the lower end of 10 pieces. So for some of you, these numbers may not be very high, or it may be very, very low. And then I recommend 3 types of shoes. So sneakers for training, and then your casual everyday shoes, and then boots. And if you're working a professional career where you need dress shoes, that will be an added expense. The typical costs that I see for shoes can be anywhere from $30 to $100. Shirts $10 to $30, and the rest usually falls in line. So we're gonna try. When you go shopping, you should try and stay towards the lower end. Understand the competition and understand what you can get for your dollar. So right here, the wardrobe that I mentioned earlier, if you were to buy at the top or the higher end of it all in 1 year, it would cost you about $2,400. But if you were to split this over 3 to 5 years, it will cost much less than the $1,500 mark that you saw as a lone person. And that difference of $700 to $1,000 invested every year will have a very, very large impact on your life in the future. So we're gonna go over what I spent this week because I know that's what you're here to watch for. This first week, I went to Burger King. I like Burger King over McDonald's because I feel like the prices are a bit better, and I feel like the food is pretty similar. So I might get hate over that, and so be it. Uh, Everyone has their own opinion about fast food restaurants. And then I bought some gas, about $27 worth, and $90 skates. So this might be one of the higher priced items on the list. And so this would be like buying shoes, but so I bought skates so I could go to the ODR with my friends, and I bought new ones since I wasn't able to buy any used at the moment due to the unforeseen circumstances. But I feel like I bought a nice pair that will last me a long time and I can use every year for just going skating with my friends. And then the second week, I bought $60 headphones. This I bought for school and it has been very, very helpful. They have active noise canceling and both wired and wireless connection. And the headphone market right now is very, very competitive, so you can get quality items for a lower price. The week 3, I didn't spend anything at all. And then week 4, I had $250 in car maintenance. So this is just scheduled maintenance to stay within warranty. I understand that this comes at a higher price, and a lot of it you can do on your own, but unfortunately I have to pay this to stay within warranty. So some areas of improvement I would work on this time around are continuing to use coupons, buying at appropriate times of the year. So there are seasonal items, just like how there are some stocks that will have seasonal or cyclical cycles where you can buy at a lower price point and expect appreciation over the items, or just an overall discount on the items. And then my last area of improvement I would like to work on is continuing to take care of my clothes. Oftentimes you can have shirts and pants that last well past that 5-year mark, and that is really, really when you start to see the difference in the cost of clothing. If you don't have to buy new shirts and pants every few months, you will save a lot and a lot of money that you can continue to invest. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. You can reach out to me on Instagram at edisonsue_.